Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 48 of the Reverberation podcast. We're Donald Nelson on the Confidence in the Klutch network. That bell for notifications, new content when I drop, new media, energy up. Man, I hope you all had a great week. Y'all know what we're here for, this shot. I'm going in the beginning. I don't like the phrase of, I'm giving you flowers. I like to give people their flowers. You giving motherfucker. Oops. Well, I ain't monetized. I'm giving Lena props, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Props like a motherfucker because this show is amazing. Show is amazing, man. We ain't supposed to like everything. We're not supposed to agree with everything. We have our personal favorites and all that, but I wanted to give props to Lena and the directors and the writers and everybody just that keep this show flowing and the character arcs and all that because this show it's amazing. It's amazing. And the people that don't watch this show or support this show, they're really missing out on a great show. So that's why I do this pod, to be a voice for it and be another way for this pod to get exposure. Even if I turn one person on, that's one person that wasn't listening. So we want to keep it moving like that, y'all. So let's keep it moving, man. Shout out to everybody, man. All right. What we know so far, previously on The Shy. Nuck told Zay and Rob, they report to him. Rob told him, I don't work for you and I'm not giving you any more money. So Nuck killed him. Alicia asked Nuck if he killed Rob, and he put it on Zay, saying Zay called the hit. Alicia killed Zay. Keith is salty that Damien was with his woman while he was doing a bid for him. Charles is giving a sermon about not being perfect. He introduces himself to Tracy and prays for her. Red shows up at Jake's crib. Reg goes to Nuck and wants the mob back. Nuck says no. Tiff lets Alicia know she's pregnant. Keisha and Tiff have a baby shower together. Synopsis for episode 704, Mother's Day. As Emmett hosts all his baby mamas in one place for Mother's Day, Darnell schools Damien. Alicia gathers mothers who have lost their children, which only pushes her further into vengeful grief. Papa turns to Pastor Zeke for help. All right, y'all, let's strap in. Do what we want to do. It's 326, 327 on my shit, so let's do it in the way we only know how to do it in the Confidence in the Klutch podcast, baby. Confidence in the Klutch network, huh? It could be the podcast, too. It all depends how we want to do it, though, but y'all know what it is. The Shy Reverberation podcast. Let's get it, yo. Emma's out buying flowers for his mother and mothers of his children, right? Why does Darnell have that that's Bluetooth in his ear, like, still? I know, remember Dave was like, Dad, we can get you some AirPods and all that. He's like, I don't want those. But man, it's past that, dog. That shit shouldn't even charge up no more. I put that on everything I love, right? Darnell said he's splitting a dozen for his women in his life. He's like, man, he started counting all the women he got children with. And I always say, what happened to Darnell of other children? They don't bring them up, none except for Damien, right? Shy buys Alicia a forever bouquet. So was that fake flowers? There's flowers that last forever that don't ever die. I didn't research. I didn't go on Google and find out. But to me, that's odd. Like, you know what I mean? I'm buying plants if I can. though. Flowers die, but like my mother said when I gave her flowers for Mother's Day, she like, I want flowers because they're a centerpiece for my damn table. Like, I get it. So I'm cool with it. Nut goes to his mother's gravesite, so now it makes sense for him and how he moves in the world and all that. Papa goes to get flowers for his moms. They have sunflowers, and some women love sunflowers. My daughter, her favorite flower is a sunflower. Is his ass singing in the car to mama? I love the camera work going in the downtown. I love that. Huh? Was he Darnell on a grill? I think my OG talking about getting one of those grills. It's like a griddle grill, and it's just open flame, no cover, no nothing, and you just over it with the charcoal. That seemed kind of dope. I might have to look into that. I got to call him and ask him after this, but that was dope. It was long as hell. And you can be on both sides grilling and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was decent. But he was on the grill with Jamal, right? And they talking dime in her past. And he's like, man, be careful, man, and all this shit. You know, because they clowning her. They looking at her like she the hoe. Like, just a chick to have good fun with, right? And before all the women trip, right, about the show, male patriarchy and how they're slut shaming a woman, and that's not the case, and he done been in jail, and who is he to judge, and all this shit. Fuck all that. There is a perception of being with a woman that's been around that men have to be cool with, right? So if I go into the spot, right, a nice spot, And I pick a woman that 4 niggas done did something with her, probably, I don't know how recent, but let's just say the last year, right? That's cool with certain dating people that people date. They know how they get down or whatever. But for somebody, they don't want to be coming in laughter like, oh man, I done had that, because that's how immature men are, right? So it's not about the woman and slut shaming. It's the immaturity of the man that will know that they've had that too, and now they want to clown you or be mad at you or try to kill you over it. That's why. That's why the jewel of the whole conversation was Jamal saying, I don't care about her past. I care about her being with only me the rest of her life. Facts. I remember who was my man? My man, The Dream, had a song. Oh, man, what was the name of that? It was the album with the black cover. I forget that album, but man, that album was cold. He was like, I don't care if she's been with 1 million people. She with me now, G. You know what I mean? And I remember, what's my man? Music Soul Child said on one of the songs, I don't care if she been with 1 million people, she with me now. Like, that's for forever against the world. That song was cold. All right, peace, whatever. So I like that for Jamal. Love, nigga. Jamal asked M when he and Keisha getting married. M isn't. He's like, I've been married up before. You know what I'm saying? He got Tiff on his mind, though. We know it's cracking. M was like, fuck getting married again. They're like, if something happens to you, it protects her. M was like, dude, the dad ain't shit happened to me. And Jamal said, it's still Chicago, nigga. No doubt. Donald told them marriage ain't nothing to play with, though. For real, it ain't. Professor Gardner congratulated Bakari on surviving first semester of college. You know what I'm saying? Gardner worries about Bakari in the summer in Chicago and wants him to stay out of trouble. Bakari says he'll be good. No one's going to take him out. And Patterson says it's not always others. And I said, that set the tone, right? That set the tone. Shout out to everybody that's dealing with mental health or somebody in their family dealing with mental health. When it comes to that deep, right? Patterson has lost a child or a student self-transition. That's what I said, right? We'll find out later in the show. Alicia is having a Mother's Day celebration in her house for mothers who lost children. Shy gave her the flowers. She was like, I need the desserts to be cold. I need the cheese to be room temperature. I need this and that, right? Shy gave her the flowers, right? She was like, he's like, I got you something. She was like, I hope it ain't flowers. He gave her the flowers anyway. That's all he had. He's like, this is forever plant. This forever flowers, though. They ain't gonna never die, right? Slipped up and they hugged and kissed. And she was like, I appreciate you. And he was like, I love you. And she looked at him like, you love me? So damn, here we go, because she didn't say it back. So my question to you all, what is the expiration date on Shy? You know what I'm saying? What's the expiration date on Shy? Because I like Shy. Now, he ain't no Mark like he used to be. So he's still like whatever, but his character arc is growing too. That's what I love about it. You know what I mean? Charles is going around wishing mothers a happy Mother's Day. And yes, Sister Nikki is beautiful. She was looking at them kids' hair all messed up a little bit. Like I told you. Regular no makeup on, right? The other 2 women was fire, no makeup. They're catching what he's dropping and he's doing the same. I see no problem with either the women or child moving how they move. If you know anything about a man of the cloth, them women, whatever power that man of the cloth up there has for these women, they go crazy over it. I remember I've been asked to be a part of a couple different like bishops and shit, the churches. I'm not even from Kojic Baptist joints, but the pastor said, yeah, we can do it type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you have brothers up there that can do some of the 1-2-1-2. There's more money coming in. When you look at it, I ain't saying that was their intentions, but from what I know, you know what I mean? You got the brothers that can move, you know what I'm saying? Easy on the eyes to the women, can do this, can do that, give to the guy, ha, 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 ha. Yeah, I know. You know what I'm saying? But it's all coming from a good place. Because this ain't the Catholic Church where your man got to be by themselves forever and shit, right? Because it's called fucking reality, motherfucker. Like, you can't get away from being attracted to them. Stop it, nigga. Stop lying. Stop lying to us. Stop lying to your ass. You know what I'm saying? Fake ass, fake ass hypocristian, motherfucker, sanctified hoes. You know what I'm saying? This motherfucker, man. I put that on everything I love, man. For real. Keith opened Tracy's door when he went there talking, nigga, what you need? He said, I said, I'm here to pray for Tracy. He's like, well, shit, you need to pray for me as well. Come on up in this motherfucker. So Tracy's in the middle of both of them and shit, and I'm like, damn. But I'm like, no, she ain't moved this cat in. It's Mother's Day, right? So he wasn't just been there, right? Because the last thing we saw, he was piping her down. So that was the last episode. So Charles says he didn't know she was involved with someone in front of the thing. Like, and Keith is a trip. You know what I'm saying? He looking like, what the fuck? No. Tracy says she needs prayer. Charles mid-prayer looked at Tracy and got that invite. Like, yeah, but you know what I'm saying? I'm just praying for Sister Tracy. And she opened up her eyes and said, yeah. So you know they're going to start tripping over her. Y'all know that for a fact. You hear me? Reg, Trig, and Jake at the crib playing the game. They laugh and had a good time. Someone is at the door. It's their mother. Much love. You know, Reg invited her over. You know what I'm saying? You know, Jake always loved moms and shit. Trig sought to her moms because she's sick. She dope fiend. He wanted her to do right. And you know what I'm saying? She left the last time because he asked her to for Jake shit, right? So they get Trig or Vic to capitulate with them so that she can stay and feel welcome and not feel all this funny ass energy and shit. You know what I'm saying? So I love that scene because I'm glad the boys, even though they got differences about their moms and shit, can have beef and put it aside for the greater good of the family and shit. I'm glad about that. You know what I mean? Glad about that. Damien comes in to M and Darnell about Dame not knowing how to play spades and shit. So he was like, yeah, I got invited to the card game and shit. But it was like, huh? And all that shit. So, you know what I'm saying? You know, he be kicking him with Bakari. Don't fucking do it. Don't do it. I'm telling y'all, don't do that with them brothers. Because y'all gonna fuck up the show doing that. We ain't got to do that. So I was laughing at that shit. Because he was looking shook. Like something bad happened and shit. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker really can get a card game on their phone and play that shit a couple rounds. Once you get the hang of it and shit, you kind of straight up, yeah. So Papa takes his flowers to his mother. She does not like that he's with Pastor Zeke, of course. And she's like, man, I got some dirt, some debt, and the church is coming more of a liability, and it ain't making no money. It is what it is. So, and he's like, I'm going to get some help. I can get Zeke. You know, Zeke, no, I don't want no help from Zeke. I don't trust that nigga. So we see Alicia at the crib, at the table, have her brunch, told the women we had to do something about what's going on. We lost our kids, and Alicia said, fuck hope, we had to kill the killers, take out the bad ones and shit. So Judge, it ain't Judge, it's Professor Gardner's wife, but her name is Judge, Judge Bradley, all right? So Judge Bradley, son, Christian, she tells him he took his own life, right? So then it goes back to Professor Gardner when he said to Bakari, sometime it ain't others that take you out. So my thing is, what does Alicia have in store talking about take out the bad ones? You trying to get the mothers who done lost their kids to go out here on a killing spree? And that shit was bold in front of other women that ain't with the shit now. But everybody know who the fuck you are. She got select motherfuckers up in there. She ain't got the daughters of the weary sisters of the poor mothers up in there. She got motherfucking connected motherfuckers, right? Em and Darnell get a good tutorial about spade. You know what I'm saying? He's like, bid 8 and somebody bid 7. And what Damien said, somebody done fucked up. Man, y'all, I tell you, I used to have good ass spade games. Shout out to Yolanda, man. We used to have some good ass spade games at our house, man. Good ass spade game. Motherfuckers used to get drinking too much, then motherfuckers fuck up the game and walk away from the table. But that's because people couldn't control their liquor, though. That shit ain't got nothing to do with me. Tiff is outside with his mother and Granny, right? Tiff is outside with her mother, right? And EJ walks by, bumps the table, bumps Tiff's drink. Tiff is pissed. He spilled her drink. She grabbed his arm and yelled at him. Like, that's stupid shit. He a kid playing outside. Like, I get it. Like, yo, watch where you going. You know what I mean? Type shit. But she yelled and grabbed a nigga arm like he was and talking about stop all that running and go inside and play with your brother. And I'm like, nigga, he outside, motherfucker, playing at the Mother's Day thing. He's supposed to be running around playing. But all right, I get it. Don't play over here. I get, all that, I get that. But Granny was like, oh, come here, baby. It's okay. Everyone makes mistakes. Facts. Now, they had a generational talk about parenting and how things have changed throughout the years. And she was like, shit, you wasn't like that for me. You would have smacked me in my shit. And she was like, well, shit, I don't look at that ain't the way it's supposed to be done. So the whoopings and yellings are negative to children at certain times. I get it. Violence is not a way to rear your child ever. When they little and you get to talking with them and all that shit. But yes, the strength and force to reinforce that, nigga, you will get fucked up. That's okay. But not the, yeah, I mean, they be doing too much. So Papa went to Zeke for a loan. Zeke said it's a gift. Papa said, I ain't with owing people shit. He's like, I pay my tithes. And he's like, well, Zeke said, and this is why it's coming back tenfold and shit. You know what I'm saying? But Papa went to run his mouth to the wrong motherfucker, right? Trig is salty. You know what I mean? Jake and Reg is with moms taking pictures and shit. Reg ain't with none of this shit. Said he has a savior complex because his mom's, because he had to save his brothers and shit like that and had to raise them, and he couldn't live his life. He really was salty. He needs therapy, nigga. You know what I'm saying? He was salty, right? So we see the Mother's Day party. One of M's mothers of his child said she moving to Pittsburgh. She has points like, shit, my mom moving out there is cheaper and all this shit. And he like, nigga, how you gonna move? She like, nigga, you don't even see your kid and he live here, nigga. Why you tripping? You can get him in the summer. He like, so you can be turned up. See, that's that young rhetoric, right? You can be turned up and all that shit. Hey, man, he's fucked up about it. He fucked up about it. He's fucked up about it, but he fucked up because, nigga, visitation. Get him on a visitation schedule. You put on a visitation schedule, G, you ain't got no problem with nothing going on. These niggas don't want to do that shit because they got to go to court. Shot is trying to upload the energy in her spot and said, man, y'all should go to M's, man, because this shit kind of dead and shit over here. And I agree with Alicia for the first part. She was like, now I want to be around other women with children, and we ain't got no children for us. Most of us single mothers. Like, that was whack. However, Shy makes a hell of a point. Your children don't want you to live like this. They want you to live, motherfucker. You ain't living. So he had a hell of a point. And I likes Shy character arts because Alicia looking at him, she just ain't looking at him as the help and the dick right now, right? Right now. We see Dame still learning spades, right? Darnell got it on lock. They got everything. Keisha talking wrong facts about M's son, right? Talking about he doesn't have, because you know, talking about, well, you ain't married, so you ain't got no legal rights. I hope that ain't how shit is in Illinois. Nigga, like, that'd be crazy, yo. If you got to be married to have legal rights, that didn't make no sense. So they fucked up with the writing piece right there, if that's the case. Because it don't matter. As long as you paternity and all that shit, you establish yourself as the father, you got legal rights, right? Keisha's like, I'm supporting your son, so that means support his mother. Like, that's crazy as fuck. Sometimes they make Keisha character like real bitchy and irritating. You can tell that she might not want her son over there. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah. So Shot and the women showed up, and that was a dumbass introduction because Alicia come in and they act like everybody's supposed to know that Alicia with who these people is, right? And then we see Judge Patterson. She looked at Keisha, and they're like, oh, okay. And so they got a semi-history. And I'm like, what is it? And here comes a twist. Here comes a twist, right? So Mom brought out the mac and cheese because Trig and the mamas was like, yo, I'll make some mac and cheese. So they was like, yo, they had mac and cheese. They had greens. They had every motherfucking thing, right? Because Jake was like, nigga, earlier, like, nigga, Mom, I'm going to go to the store and get whatever you need. Hit me up. You know what I'm saying? So that mac and cheese did look good, though. I ain't going to lie. I've been learning secrets with the mac and cheese that some people take boxes of macaroni and cheese with regular noodles and then put the heavy whipping cream and all the other shit in there with that, but still use the Velveeta shit. I learning all type of tricks in the macaroni and cheese. Some people use evaporated milk. I still like my shit the way I make it without all the extra shit. You feel me? You feel me? Before you kill me. Motherfucker, when I still put it in, y'all know what macaroni and cheese sound like, and y'all know what macaroni and cheese smell like. Hot ass macaroni and cheese, y'all know what it sound like if you know what the fuck you doing. So as long as you dip in that motherfucker and it sound like that, you know what the fuck you're doing. So Mom's asked that they take care of each other no matter what happens to her, right? Jake said he's down and they got it. It was a good scene because then Reg and Trig, you know what I'm saying, they got that heated sibling rivalry because they so close in age, right? So who I say, Judge Patterson, Judge Bradley went to Keisha and said they lost Christian, right? She was like, we very private people. And I was like, who the fuck is Christian? Who the fuck is Christian? I don't remember, right? So I'll come to my revelation later on in the show, right? So we see Gardner, Hannibal, Keith, and Bakari play spades. And I'm trying to see, it looked like they at the lounge. That's what it looked like they at the lounge. I don't know how they got in the motherfucking lounge, but that's neither here nor there, right? Bakari has to bounce, right? So did Bakari invite Dame, and then he hit it. So Dame comes in, And he's ready. Look like he second guess himself. And he said, I got to go to the bathroom. And we in the bathroom. He put water on his face and shit. And Keith is outside the bathroom. And he was shook to the motherfucker. He told him, take a breath, nigga. I ain't going to do nothing to you, cuz. You know what I'm saying? He shot him some bell like, dog, you cool. You know what I'm saying? He was like, you know what I'm saying, man, I'm trying to be with this female, nigga. I ain't got time to. He's, Damien, you can't call women females. He's like, well, damn, can you still say pause, though? Like, y'all, man. Like, y'all trying to change all the rules for niggas that's old school and ain't changing how the fuck they talk, y'all. Like, I don't do the he, him, his, her on my shit on my email because I don't have to say I'm a heterosexual. I'm a cisgender, heterosexual male whose pronouns is he, him, and his. That's too much. I ain't doing all that. You know what I mean? Like for my clients, whatever, my clients and all that shit, I got you. My players, my students, whatever. But for me, I ain't got to do all that for me. You know what I'm saying? And y'all ain't got to do all that for me. Y'all know what it is when y'all see me. All right? Keith told him don't fuck up the spades game, no. And I'm telling y'all right now, I would love to play spades and smoke cigars. Right now, me and my nigga DB back in college, we used to play spades and run that shit up in Whitewater. You can ask anybody from 95 to 97 who was the baddest motherfuckers up in Whitewater. It was me and DB. We used to run through shit. Chicks come over, we playing, listening to the Mary J. Blige Share My World album and Master P and shit. We was getting it, y'all. You know what I'm saying? We used to run shit over in spades, though. Nobody. Then we came back to the mill. Nobody fucked with me and DB. Shout out to that nigga, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Damien Nail shit is wild, though. I can see a solid color. This nigga got designs and this shit. That shit just don't look right, nigga. Like, whatever. Dame led with the two of clubs, though. In first hand. That's... It's all good. You just throwing some shit out there. Usually that two of clubs is a throwaway card when you ain't got none left and you got to play the book type shit. I get it though. Nut came through, right? The party. M looking at what he gave Keisha. M tried to read and she didn't let him and shit. I'm like, that shit weak though. Kinda, but I mean, if we gonna, that shit weak. I ain't like that shit. Nut saw Tiff, you know what I'm saying, want to help her with the trash. And I wonder, M, why you ain't helping Tiff with the trash? It's your motherfucking crib. But once again, in Chicago and women, nah, nigga, I got this shit. Nigga, I need to do some little work. Nigga, y'all want me to just be a fat pregnant motherfucker? Like, I get it. She like, you can get the heavy one though, right? And then walking out the day, she like, where my gift at? And he said, shit, I ain't your baby daddy. And they laughed about the shit, but told the nigga, don't come over here trying to break up a happy home. He's like, no, I ain't on that shit no more. I'm done. So that means Keisha let him know. Can let Tiff know, whatever. It is what it is. Told Tiff about losing his moms and shit. And he's like, yeah, my pops killed her. And I'm like, damn. You know what I'm saying? Then they go back, they show back in the house, and that motherfucker Tamia's song, they got the one line dance and shit. And you know what I'm saying? M talking about, I ain't gonna get it right. I ain't gonna get it right. And Keisha like, go ahead and get over that shit. I'm like, damn, how they had the house set up though, I would have thought M might have moved the couch. You know what I mean? When you have a party, you kind of rearrange your furniture and shit. But they was right in the landing when you come in and thing. Like only 4 motherfuckers can do it right there. And then Shaw grabbed the leash from the back and shut it down and they was dancing, doing this shit. That shit was dope. But I was wondering, why is Tracy constantly licking her lips? I mean, she just thought she was the baddest bitch in the motherfucking America licking her lips. But Tracy can do whatever the fuck she want to around me. Yo. I was just looking at her. She was sticking her tongue out, licking her lip. Hey, yo. So we see Zeke. Mad dough on the table, and Charles like, yeah, that's from us, nigga. You know what I'm saying? And they want to buy his dad's church, and Papa like, it ain't for sale. And they like, nigga, you taking the money or not, nigga? That type shit. They gonna punk him into getting the church. So Papa had to make a decision with his mama because he told his mama, nigga, she said, I don't trust Zeke. He said, I do. So that's the issue. So we see Dame told Professor they should go blind 8 because it'll double our score to win. It was blind 8 versus 6 because that's what Hannibal and Keith went. So this nigga played ace of spades first, like, fuck, like, damn, hold up. You going blind 8, like, fuck it, we getting this one. I guess if that's what we doing. I don't know about that shit, though. Dame won the game on a 3 of spades, so it was dope spades, man. Listen, I'm finna go play spades on my phone, smoke the cigar on the thing when I go outside. So Tracy came in dancing to Keith like she still just feeling the vibe. It's good, right? I'm like, he got a key? Because he was out kicking it. He got a key off of one time, Tracy? So we asked, man, what's up with this nigga Charles, man? She come in feeling this nigga like, you know, Tracy wanted to fuck. Nigga, like, you know what I'm saying? You know when your woman come in like that, nigga, hey, man, I ain't asking no motherfucking questions, shit. You know what I mean? You talking about you want to build a life with her, nigga. Like, man, it's Mother's Day, nigga. It's Paul stole all that shit. Man. What the fuck you doing, Keith? You know what I mean? Ugh. And Nuck put up where Alicia house was, dope ass house in Brownstones, nigga. And Nuck dropped off Tiff, nigga, and tried to kiss her. She like, I can't, nigga. She like, cause I think Alicia got the wrong guy, nigga. Like, it ain't nothing. I ain't with none of that shit. But she think Alicia got the wrong guy. So like, damn, she knows woman's intuition, and Nuck know that shit too. So that's where we at, man. We all good. In the hood, misunderstood. If I'm betting on some shit, my money good on the wood. Who would've knew? What the fuck? I came from the brew. Okay. What I think. Okay. My biggest thing was, who the fuck is Christian? And I forgot, man. Google search, Shy Fan Wiki page and shit. Shout out to them niggas that run that. He was the very, very, very nice young man that Keisha worked with at the thrift store after she got out from being abducted and all that shit. And you know what I'm saying? He was letting her know it's okay and being very gentle with her, and man, just a real nice guy. And I remember I think I stopped liking Keisha once she treated dog like that, but I understood. And they broke up over text and shit like that. But that's because she was starting to feel too. So it was just, you know, it is what it is though. But they had that Love Jones shit, that episode, and that shit was okay. So the reason why in the beginning I wanted to give Lena and the directors and producers there props, I don't say give me motherfucking flowers, is because it's sad. And it's sad because we all know real life characters as Christian, right? Good people. He had something he was dealing with the basketball shit. He just here, he trying to find his way. He found somebody like it didn't work out. He might have felt like he wasn't good enough for a motherfucking man. That shit hurt. So they ended their relationship after she had RJ. But, you know, that one hurts. You know what I mean? Because this how you know it's a great show, where the emotion of hearing something bad about a good person, a former character on the show, affects you. And sometimes with real life shit going on, like if you going through it, ask somebody you know go through it, and it hits different. The one thing they forgot to do is they forgot to put the trigger warning up before the episode, and afterwards they forgot to put the National Suicide Prevention line up. That's the one thing they forgot to do, right? So that means the brother that played Christian played the shit out of his role for you to feel bad, right? Shout out to that nigga. Okay. Nothing really new this episode, really like that. However, Papa's going to have to make a choice, right? Everything else will work itself out. Nuck ain't gonna, I mean, what Nuck gonna do? Say, nigga, I killed your son? Nigga, this is why I killed your son and now we going to war? Like, you know, we always know Trig was running behind Tiff ass too. So we know M want to run behind Tiff ass too. So Tiff got 3 motherfuckers want to run behind her funky ass. Not like that, but, you know what I mean? Funky like that. That way, the good funk. You know what I'm saying? So what the fuck is going on? You know what I mean? Like, we know that storyline, you know, the Papa shit, ain't really nothing, no other really storylines like that. You know what I mean? The one thing we don't see is the 63rd Street mob with the hood shit, corruption shit, where they, you know what I'm saying? We don't see that shit, but Nuck said we ain't moving the way we used to move no more. So we got to see how this gonna work out. You know what I mean? We don't see Trig and this councilman shit no more. We don't, you know what I mean? There's a lot of shit that's like, what's going on? So with us going into the halfway point of the season next week, we know some shit gonna hit us and some things that we didn't see gonna come to fruition. We know some gangster shit gonna happen. And yeah, now that Reg is back. Cause they just did Mother's Day for this episode. You know it's going to some other shit, man. But this is what it is. When we watch it this early and I do the pod on it, we don't get the next week's joint. I always get to watch it later on. So that's it, y'all. June 6th, baby. Y'all know what it is, man. Do it for me, do it for yourself, man. Comments together, get your clutch together, keep the conversation going on in the comments, y'all. Support your own. Listen to and follow the network on various platforms. Wherever you listen to your podcast, search Confidence in the Clutch. Click the bell for notification, new content when I drop. Follow, share, rate, and review is important. Every subscriber matters. That means you, and even you, huh? Follow us on X and the K and the K. I don't even post Instagram. I don't even post to Facebook. It's just X. Follow us on X, man. It's funny what Elon Musk is doing right now, too. He still did the Heil Hitler shit, but he's doing some shit right now, and I want people to pay attention to what he's doing right now. I got to do BMF. I cannot do 2 pods in a day. I'm not finna do that shit. Like, so BMF will come tomorrow. BMF Premiered last night. I'm gonna watch it. It premieres tonight on regular terrestrial TV. So it'll be out tomorrow sometime, man. I'm finna go have some self-care right now with cigars and shit, man. So y'all take care of yourselves, man. And you already know, man. We here weekly. Donald Nelson, D-Nell, Dizzle, Deezy, Deezus, DZD, Deezos, Don P, Don D, Don Rilla Digger, Don Loke. Host the Shy Reverberation podcast, a Confidence in the Klutch podcast about the hit drama TV series The Shy. Have a safe and healthy night. If you listen during the daytime, credit grade day on purpose, y'all. You know we up out this joint, man. Peace. Rock out. Yeah. 3, 2, 1. Confidence on 3 and the Klutch on 6. 1, 2, 3.
Confidence.
4, 5, 6.
In the Klutch.
Confidence in the Klutch.